from a Horizon point of view, of course, things are looking pretty good for them. But let's actually get back to this game. TEC Sweden against
bring me
TEC
up to
UK.
speed, Ra. What's going
yeah,
on?
I mean, it's been very interesting so far because the first game was incredibly close. TEC Sweden were actually, I would say, the stronger side for the large majority of the game, but it ended up TEC UK coming right back into it, and a 2-2-3 to 1-9-6 victory. Just a 27-point difference there actually meant TEC UK took the lead, so we were thinking, okay, maybe it's going to be a close search and destroy, but no, TEC Sweden won 6-1.
Can I question how Mart's played in that? Did he go off?
Is this in the search and destroy? Or
yes.
He played very well, actually, and my brother was actually talking about his performances.
Earlier on stream, myself and Tunny were casting that game, and he played extremely well on the search and destroy. Then went on to play really, really well on the CTF, which we are seeing now, and that was actually against Farico Dragons. So this is going to be very, very interesting. However, of course, this TEC UK lineup beat Farico Dragons. So here we go. Anyway, we're going to kick things off with the Swedish team. On board with Martz, first of all, who's looking down this left-hand side in the bottom red area. Make sure nobody's pressing through raid.
Yeah, he hasn't actually met anyone yet, which is quite unusual, but here we go. Finally a skirmish ensues. I'm not quite sure how neither of them are dead yet. Finally, Martz managed to take out Moose, and he's going to be able to push up a little bit more, but I don't think he's going to overextend here.
No, I think his role here, at least until they get a few kills, is just to hold this left-hand side, make sure that the enemy players don't push down that side. I mean, as soon as they have got a few down, they can start to push up the left-hand side, force them to spawn around the back of the flag area and down by the basketball court and knock them down like as soon as they spawn. But very intriguing area, especially as Sweet is pushing up the right-hand side as well. So I would have thought he'd just hold that raid side, make sure to get the cut-offs, and Kappa here is just pushing into the middle map.
Yeah, Kappa looks like he's going to be doing a lot of objective work here. I mean, if we just flick our eyes over to the perks he's using, he's got extreme conditioning, obviously, to allow him to run for longer periods of time, lightweight to run faster, and the tactical mask to reduce the effects of any tactical grenades. So he's just going to be running those flags as quick as he can and hoping his teammates can support him. And if we stay on board with him for a little while, we'll probably see him make a push at some point, but he's got to be careful because their flag's been pulled. Yeah,
their flag has been pulled, so he is in this area now. He will have been called out, so he needs to make that kill. Unfortunately, does die to the hands of Legend Martz in this area. The flag has been returned, and he's just going to push forward a little bit and then flick back towards this raid side now. Just once again holding down this left-hand side, a job that is clearly his own, and he seems well equipped to do so. If we just bring up the scoreboard here, we will see that Martz, currently 2-2, hasn't really seen too much action along this left-hand side.
Absolutely, and he does seem to be getting into this anchor role for his team now, so we're not going to stay in him for too long just to provide you with some alternative gameplay. Let's get on board with TEC UK, and Bader attended quite a few lands so far, getting some respectable placements along the way. He's actually going to be in this kitchen area, and he does need to make this kill and get that return. Very important there. Oh, and almost a turn on into Bank, but he does go down.
Yeah, he just managed to land those essential bullets onto the flag carrier then and get the return, which is great play from him. Now we are on board with Moose, who has just seen a player, but I don't think he managed to just see him as he is dancing around that flag. Moose is going to come out and challenge him, but team effort there between Martz and that objective player means that Moose does go down, getting sandwiched in. Realised defending his flag around this left-hand side.
Yeah, TEC UK were actually in quite a good position there. Whilst Moose was all up on his own, he could have got a sneaky pull away. We're seeing Realize doing a lot of defensive work here, and he's just making sure that no one's going to get around the back of them there in that sneaky little area that they can sometimes flick about. Let's see what's going on for TEC Sweden now, and breaking. We haven't seen any of him this game. AN-94, a gun that seems to have made its way very heavily into competitive play, being a fully automatic assault rifle, and one that a lot of players are favouring these days.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it has got the ability to shoot at such far range, but also, if needed, you can just hold down that right trigger in a spray battle. But unfortunately, they're getting taken down by Moose. Of course, we have seen that position has been assumed by Martz for most of this game, so it's clearly just rotated into that area to provide a little bit of cover while Martz was perhaps dead. And we are now on board with Martz, who's on this right-hand side now, so the team players have switched over a little bit as he does manage to land those shots onto Bader.
Well, it's still 0-0 and anyone's game here. Let's go back on board with the rest of the TEC lineup while Martz is holding his position firmly. And they seem to be opting for very defensive play at the moment, possibly going for a counter maybe?
No, see, this is one of the, I wouldn't say necessarily bad things about Raid, however, it does provide very, very slow gameplay. Both teams happy just to grind out. I mean, last week at iSeries, I actually saw a team replay this map 3 times because they drew it and then capped no flags on the stopwatch either. So it was the 3rd time before it got won. So Here we go anyway, on board with Moose, who's just around this garage area. Does land big bullets onto Kappa there. Nice bit of defensive play as Breaking pushes forward. 42 seconds left on that clock, still plenty of time for a flag to be pulled. However, it doesn't actually look as if that is going to happen as of yet. Yeah,
I mean, Moosey actually racked up a 5 kill streak and was making a really nice flank attack all by himself there. Possibly something could have come out of the back of that. Just going back to an earlier point you made though, Gooch, this map can often draw 0-0 quite a lot, and it just really highlights the importance of a single flag capture that could literally win the game.
A single flag capture and also the utilisation of score streaks on this map is very, very crucial. We are just on with Bader as he sees out the round, but you would have thought when a team actually get the opportunity to capture a flag, they need to get that player, once captured, to sort of not necessarily camp, but be a little bit more defensive, because he won't be too far off his score streaks if he is in a position to capture a flag. So once they've managed to get that, they can also fend off any further attacks on this map. And like we said, it's one of those maps where I've seen a lot of teams go 4 ARs, 3 ARs, rather than the aggressive standard 2 SMG pushes.
Absolutely. Well, that first half ends 0-0. Things very even between both of these teams. I'm just going to flick up the scoreboard. There's no one particularly standing out. I mean, Moose, a little bit positive, I guess, but pretty much even across the board.
Yeah, exactly. Not much is separating those two teams as Legend takes down the Swede there. Jumps into Kitchen as well. Nice 2-piece from Legend, who's going to push out this money side.
Oh, Legend taking out 3. This is really nice play from TEC UK, and they could capitalise on this a lot. Bader actually taking out Kappa. It is all TEC UK so far this game. Bader getting another, and now is the chance to pull. There is almost nobody contesting this flag pull.
Smoke there from Legend as he did manage to push in. He has been weakened, but of course he has got Flak Jacket, which enables him to sponge those grenades, but breaking with a huge 2-piece there and a defensive flag return. That was such a vital 2-piece. Not necessarily the best of gameplay, however, he did what he needed to do. Yeah,
and all the momentum there really has been lost. TEC UK did so well going into the second half. It was just kill after kill in their favour. I think something's just popped up on the screen. Just got a signal. There we go. So, yes, I mean, kill after kill going in TEC UK's favour, and it looked so good for them, but just that single 2-piece from Breaking actually ended everything there. He got the return and reset things back to square one.
Yeah, realised now, heavily pushed up, just checking his back, making sure none of the TEC Sweden team are actually retreating, just to check that flag area, as he has been stunned in that kitchen, but goes for the kill anyway. Doesn't manage to take down Breaking, as Breaking shuts him down. He's now pushing in towards that middle map, sees a player behind that middle rocks. Is he going to land any more bullets to take him down? Shaky shooting there from Breaking, but his teammate comes to his rescue as he does manage to get that assist there, but straight out into money, try and prevent this flag pull, which is unable to do so. Huge shots from Bader there, and that's going to leave his run a little bit more clearer down that left hand side, but taken down in the back by Kappa as he gets the return. So once again, nothing separating these two sides. Only 3 minutes left on the clock in the third map of this best-of-5 series. We're tied at 1 apiece. Nothing between these two now.
Okay, well, Kappa, what can you do as you're pushing through this middle with your teammate? Realize actually takes out the Swede, but the smoke's going to provide a substantial amount of cover. Not enough to get the flag away, though, as Moose is ready and waiting there to pounce on anyone taking that away.
Martz once again around this raid area, does manage to land shots into the back of Realize and pick up that kill, and now he's going to push down this right-hand side to try and manipulate the spawns to get them spawned over by that back red side, which he is just spraying straight through onto the spawn point now, but realise that raid area is open, so needs to retreat back with his teammate, and it's looking like they are on for this flagpole here, but Breaking just deviating in towards that middle map. It was smart by him there. They all thought he was going down the raid side, but looks as if he's going to be able to get this in. Will he go for the dive? No need at all. That's 1-0 now to TEC Sweden with 2 minutes left on that clock.
Yeah, he managed to run that flag all the way, pick up some nice score streaks, and he's also on a 5 kill streak, I believe. Yes, there we go. Having an absolutely phenomenal game Breaking. I mean, he single-handedly prevented a flag capture going against the team, and now he's secured one for his own, so a real MVP for this particular game.
As I said, though, I mean, the first team that will capture the flag will earn those vital score streaks, which will prove so crucial in A, defending their flag, or B, extending their lead should they want to go there. And Stealth Chopper inbound. Breaking is going off on one here. Huge play from him as he goes for a turn on middle pillars, almost there on Moose, and this is going to be very hard for TEC UK to get back into this now.
Yeah, let's watch TEC UK for the remainder of this game, because it is really these guys that are going to be after making some moves. The stealth chopper is out. They need to try and shoot that down, to be honest, because that is just going to put them in a world of pain. They're going to be able to run that flag anywhere. And let's not forget, Breaking actually has a Hellstorm missile. and he has the airstrike coming in as well, the lightning strike.
Yeah, exactly. So should TEC UK pull a flag, it doesn't look like it's even going to be able to get in as well, unless they go all through the buildings and then just dodge back, which is going to be extremely lucky on their part. Will be down to complete timing, but they need to go for this now, as that glass hadn't already been broken. Legend managed to take down breaking through that glass, and now they are pushing up. There's 2 of them to go on towards that flag. Huge bullets being shot now. Bader on that flag, pulling it once again. Defended the flag puller there, but is it going to be enough?
Well, Bader's making a run here, and he's not being contested. He's actually turning back on himself there, trying to confuse TEC Sweden, but it didn't pay off. And as time ticks away, it's going to take something special for TEC UK to bring this to a draw.
Yeah, as Legend is pushing up through this middle now. It's 25 seconds left on the clock. This is one last push for TEC UK. I think Moose is in a good position. However, we know that they've got the score streaks available to actually prevent this. As the lightning strike comes in, Breakin has finished that off, and TEC Sweden, I think, are going to take the map now.
Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty much all she wrote. Breakin's just going to seal the deal here, bringing in that Hellstorm missile, taking out only one. Bader actually just giving up there. And yes, you are absolutely right, Gooch. It is going to be a victory for TEC Sweden, which brings the overall scoreline to 2-1 in TEC Sweden's favour. A little bit of a surprise, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't see them, coming close to the top of this group. I thought TEC UK and Freako Dragons would be edging that.
Now, of course, this is, I was going to say only pool play, but of course this isn't part of the double elimination bracket, so they're not really pushing too much further up. However, the pool play decides at which point you enter the double elimination. I think as it stands, some of the teams who aren't in the pool play are currently playing winner bracket round number 3, which would be the guaranteed top 32 at a rough estimate. I think that feels about right for winner bracket round number 3.
Possibly, yeah.
If I am wrong, I do apologise. It'll either be top 32 or top 48.
But yeah, I mean, the only team that we haven't seen on this stream so far is going to be Twisted then from Pool C. We've seen a lot of the other guys, and it's great actually, this pool play feature that allows us to see these interesting matches from the get-go really, because one of the problems that we've had in EGLs is, you would have the likes of Prophecy squaring up against an unranked team that have never come to a LAN before, which isn't, it's not very good for you guys to watch, which is what's going to be such a one-sided time.
It gets to a sort of predictable stage where you're not going to be excited by something where it's obviously going to happen. Sort of like, to put this in perspective, England winning 8-0 the other day. I found that match extremely boring because it was a foregone conclusion, exactly. But there we go, that's just myself. But this is Call of Duty anyway, much more exciting than football.